Yes.
Jai Bhagavatam. Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyatyagishakarine Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharine Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyadhyadeshakarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री हरे जगदाधार शिव सरि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री हरे जगदाधार शिव सरि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम गोविंदाय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओ निताई हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे गोविंदा कमला सब पर जय जी
रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर जी प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। सावेद भक्तविंद की जय। All glories to their Spirit. All glories to their Spirit. All glories to their Spirit. Thank you very much. Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari Jaya वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर बनचारी यमुना तीर बनचारी जय राधा माधव पुण्य बिहारी जय राधा माधव पुण्य बिहारी जय उस्पाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सदस्यमाद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय। रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। स्वामी तो भक्तबिंद की जय। All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. Thank you very much. Please, jai.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। गोविंदाय नमो नमः।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नंदनाय च
देवकी नंदनाय च
नंद गोप कुमाराय
गोविंदाय नमो नमः।
गोविंदाय नमो नमः।
कृष्णाय
वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नंदनाय च
देवकी Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha Girls, girls.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. That's right. Krishnaya,
the Supreme Lord,
the Supreme Lord,
Vasudevaya,
Vasudevaya,
unto the son of Vasudeva,
unto the son of Vasudeva,
Devaki Nandanaya,
Devaki Nandanaya,
unto the son of Devaki,
unto the son of Devaki,
Cha,
and
Nanda Gopa,
Nanda Gopa,
Nanda and the cowherd men,
Nanda the cowherd men,
Kumaraya,
Kumaraya,
unto their son,
unto their son,
Govindaya,
Govindaya,
unto the personality of Godhead,
unto the personality of Godhead,
who enlivens the cows and the senses.
who enlivens the cows and the senses.
Namaha,
Namaha,
respectful obeisances.
respectful obeisances.
Namaha,
Namaha,
obeisances.
obeisances.
Translation. Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses.
So, in the beginning, Kunti Devi said that Namasya Purusham Tadyam Isharam Prakriti Param. I offer my obeisances unto the person, Purusham, who is Prakriti Param, who is beyond this material manifestation. Krishna is complete spirit, soul, super soul. He has no material body. So in the beginning, Kunti Devi gave us this understanding that God, the Supreme Purusha, Purusha means person. He is not impersonal, Purusha. But he is not a Purusha of this material world, not a personality of this material creation. That is to be understood. The impersonalist cannot accommodate in their poor fund of knowledge how the supreme absolute truth can become a person. Because whenever they think of person, they think of a person of this material world. That is the defect. So, the poor fund of knowledge. Why God should be a person of this material world? So that was clear in the beginning. Prakriti Para, beyond this material creation. But he is a person. So now that personality, although Alaksham, invisible, now by the grace of Kunti, we can understand that although the Supreme Person is invisible, now he has appeared to be visible, Krishna. Therefore she says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Vasudeva conception, sometimes the impersonalists, they have Vasudeva conception, means all pervading. So Kunti Devi is pointing out that Vasudeva is Krishna, all pervading. Krishna, by his Vasudeva feature, he is all pervading. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddhese arjuna tishthati. This feature of Krishna, Krishna, the original person, has got three features. As the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as all-pervading Paramatma, Super Soul, and impersonal Brahma effulgence. So, those who are interested in Bhakti Yoga, they have no business with the impersonal Brahma effulgence. That is for commandment. Commandment. Just like you can try to understand those who are inhabitants of the sun planet, what they have got to do with the sunshine. That is the most insignificant thing for them, sunshine. Similarly, those who are advanced in spiritual life, they are interested in the person, Purusham, Vasudeva, Purusham. That realization takes place, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, after many, many births. Bahunam janmanam anti. At the end of many, many births. These impersonalists who are very much attached to the Brahma effulgence, such persons, they are called Gyani. They are trying to understand the absolute truth by dint of their knowledge. But they do not know that their knowledge is very imperfect and limited. And Krishna, the absolute truth, is unlimited. You cannot approach the unlimited by your limited knowledge. That is not possible. So, by the grace of devotees, like Kunti Devi, we can understand that here is a Vasudeva, the all-pervading absolute truth, Paramatma. Vasudeva is here, Krishnaya, Vasudevaya. So this Vasudeva realization is possible by the impersonalist after many, many births. Not very easily. Bhaunam janvanamante jnanavan manga prapaddate Vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlava. Sudurlava. Very rare. Mahatma, broad-minded. But one who cannot understand Krishna, they are cripple-minded. They are not broad-minded. If one becomes broad-minded, then by the grace of Krishna, he can understand Krishna. Sevanmukhi hi jiva, the process is sevanmukh. Service. Service beginning with the tongue, Vasudeva realization is possible. The service, the first service is opulence. 6 kinds of opulence. Why you are troubling, why you are rotting in this material world? This is the greatest service, Krishna consciousness. But Maya is very strong. Still, it is the duty of every Krishna Bhakta to try to enlighten everyone to Krishna consciousness. Just like Kunti Devi is pointing out. First of all, she said, Alaksam sarvabhutanam antarbhahi avasthita. Although Krishna, the Supreme Person, is without and within, still to the rascals and fools is invisible. Therefore, she is pointing out, here is the Lord, Krishna, Vasudeva. He is the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he is very much pleased to become the son of Devaki. Devaki Nandanaya. Devaki Nandanaya. Devaki Nandan is mentioned in the Atharva Veda also. Krishna comes as Devaki Nandan. And his foster father is Nanda Gopa, Nanda Maharaj. So Krishna likes to be related with his devotee as father and mother. Here in this material world, we try to make our relationship with the Supreme as father, but Krishna wants to become the son. Therefore, Nanda Gopal. He takes pleasure to become a devotee's son. The ordinary man, they want God as father, but that is not very pleasing to Krishna. Father means to become father means always botheration, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. You see? Of course, Krishna has got immense potencies to supply. Eko ju bahunam vidudati kama. He can supply everyone as much he wants. He is supplying food to the elephant. He is supplying food to the ant. Why not to the human being? But these rascals, they do not know. They are working day and night like ass to find out bread. And if he goes to church, they are also, give me bread. They are only bread problem, that's all. Although the living entity is the son of the richest, opulent person, but he has created his bread problem. This is called ignorance. He thinks that if I do not solve my bread problem, if I do not drive my trucks day and night, that's such a nonsense civilization, you see. Bread problem. Where is bread problem? Krishna can supply, if he can supply food to the elephant. In Africa there are millions and millions of African elephants, you know, and they are supplied food. The Bhagavad says, don't waste your time for this bread problem. Don't waste your time. Tasyaiva heta prajateta kovida na labhati jad brahmatam uparjat. Don't waste your time how to solve your economic problems. This is nonsense. Of course, it is very revolutionary. People will hate me. The what Swamiji is speaking. But actually this is the fact. This is another madness. Suppose you have got your rich father, enough food, where is your economic problem? This is madness. There is no economic problem. If you know that my father is the richest man of this city, then where is my economic problem? Actually that is the position. We have no economic problem. Everything is there, complete. Purnam, Purnamada, Purnamadam, Purnat Purnamudachyati. Everything is complete there. You want water, just see, there are oceans of water. You want purified water, you cannot, although the ocean water is so much, when there is scarcity of water, you have to take help of Krishna. He will evaporate the water, he will make it cloud, then when it falls down, then it becomes sweet, otherwise you cannot touch. Everything under control. Everything is full, water, light, heat, everything is complete. Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasa Purnamadaya, Purnameva avashishyate. His talk is never finished. Simply you become obedient and the supply is there. You can understand. These Krishna consciousness persons, they have no problem, economic problem. Everything is sufficiently supplied by Krishna. In Los Angeles, the neighbors, they are very envious that you do not work. You have no anxiety and you have got 4 cars, you are eating so nicely. How is that? They inquire from our devotees. That is the actual fact. We are spending so much money, we have got so many centers, the calculation is about $70,000 we are spending. Who is supplying? Somehow or other we are getting. So there is no problem. You simply become sincere servant of Krishna, everything is there. This is the test. They are envious of us that we do not work, still we have got so much. So why don't you come and join us? That they will not do. You come with us, chant Hare Krishna. No, that I cannot do. All right, then work with your tracks. They have made their own position dangerous and others' position also. They say at any moment there may be accident. You see, this is civilization. Nonsense. This is not civilization. Civilization means calmness, peace, prosperity, shanti. In peace and prosperity, one should be Krishna conscious, always. Tasyaiva heta prajateta kovida na labhate jad brahmadam uparjad. In the animal life or other than human life, we had worked so much, only for morsel of food, day and night working. But still, the food is there, simply. Avidya karma sangha anya titya shaktirishyate. Avidya, this material world, is full of ignorance. So therefore, our endeavor should be how to come out of this ignorance. Tasyaiva hetu. For that reason we should work only. How to come out of this ignorance. Thus I am this material body, I have to work day and night, and then I shall get my food, then I shall leave. This is ignorance. Tassaiva heta prajate. So this ignorance, this life of ignorance we have passed in the forms other than the human being. Animal life, bird's life, beast life. Now, this life should be peaceful, calm and quiet, and jivasya tattva jigyasa, simply for inquiring about the Absolute Truth. That should be the business. Simply. Jivasya tattva jigyasa, athato brahma jigyasa. Simply sit down, just like we are sitting down. We are sitting down and inquiring about Krishna. This is life. This is life. And what is this life? Working day and night like ass. No, that is not life. Therefore Bhagavad says, your life should be engaged for this purpose. Tassaiva heta prajatit kovida. Kovida means intelligent. Then how my economic problems will be solved? The answer is, tallabhate dukkha badannatas sukham. You are after happiness. Are you after distress? No, sir. So why distress comes upon you? You are not anxious for distress, calamities. Why do they come upon you? Similarly, so far your happiness is also concerned, that will also come upon you. Because your life, according to your karma, is mixed up with some portion of happiness, some portion of distress. If the distress comes without any invitation, the happiness also will come without invitation, without any invitation. Because you are destined already. There's so much happiness, so much distress we will have. Destined. So you cannot change it. Try to change your Lord, this material conditional life. That is your only business. Tassaiva heta prajateta kovid nalabhate jad brahmatam uparjata. Brahmatam uparjata. You have tried. Brahmatam uparjata. Upar means higher planetary system. Sometimes we get our birth in higher planetary system as demigods, and sometimes adha as animals, as cats and dogs, as janma, the stool. This is going on. This is going on according to our karma. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ei rupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagwan jeev. Only a fortunate living entity gets this opportunity of association of Krishna and Krishna's devotee. Then his life becomes sublime. Ei rupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagwan jeev. Guru Krishna kripa pai bhakti lata bis. This bhakti lata bis, the seed of devotional service, chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So Kunti Devi is pointing out that who is the person, Alaksha, invisible? Yeah, Krishna. Krishna, there are so many Krishna. Vasudevaya, the son of Vasudeva. There are many Vasudevas. No, Nanda Gopa, Nandana, the foster son of Maharaj Nanda. 3 times he is pointing, here is Krishna. Krishna, who officially takes his birth as son of Devaki and Vasudeva, but he enjoys the company of Mother Jasoda and Nanda Maharaj, the childhood company. This is Krishna's pastimes. So, Ananda Leela, Maya Vigrahaya. Ananda Leela, Krishna's Leela, pastimes are all jubilant. Ananda Leela Maya. Anandamaya Bhyasa. He is by nature Anandamaya. Krishna, you will never find Krishna is very unhappy. Krishna is never unhappy. Krishna is always happy. Therefore, Nanda Gopa, Kumaraya, Govindaya, he is happy, and whoever associates with him, he is also happy. Govinda. We are after sense gratification. Go means senses. So if you associate with Krishna, you enjoy your senses affluently, just like the gopis are dancing with Krishna. So there is no scarcity of sense gratification also. But that is not this sense, gross sense gratification. That is spiritual sense. That is spiritual sense. Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya, we chant every day. That sense gratification is Ananda Chinmaya. Chinmaya, in the spiritual world. Not this third class Ananda with these bodily senses. This is not Ananda. This is an illusion. This is illusion. We are thinking that I am enjoying. But that is not Ananda. This Ananda is not fact because we cannot enjoy this material sense pleasure for long. Everyone has got experience. It is finished. It is finished. But spiritual enjoyment does not finish, it increases. That is the difference. Ananda Chinmaya Sadujjala Vigrahas. Govindam Adi Purusha. So you have to associate with Govinda. Here is also it is said, Govindaya Namo Namo. I offer my respectful obeisances to Govinda. So this Krishna consciousness movement is so nice. You become directly in contact with Govinda. This deity worship is also directly in contact with Govinda. Sri Vigrahara Dhana Nityanana Sringara Tanamandira Marjanadu. This Vigraha, the deity of Krishna, that is also Krishna's mercy. Because Krishna is alaksha, invisible, he has become visible for your facility. As you can see, it is not that Krishna is stone or Krishna is wood or Krishna is metal. Krishna is always Krishna. But he appears because you cannot see except wood, stone and metal. He appears like that, wood, stone and metal. But he is not wood, stone, metal. You will get the same facility as Krishna personally. If you associate, when you associate, you will associate with Krishna. But at the present moment, because Krishna is invisible, therefore he has very kindly taken a form which is visible by you. This is Krishna's mercy. Do not think, here is Krishna, stone Krishna. Krishna is everything. Krishna is everything, so Krishna is stone also. Krishna is stone also. But he is not that stone that cannot act. Krishna act also in the stone form also. Krishna act also in metal form also. And he will perceive that. Sameva Spuratpada. The more you give service, the so-called stone also speak with you. There are many instances like that. So we should take to this Krishna consciousness movement according to the Shastra. See, I am very pleased that you are doing nicely, dressing the deity very nicely. More and more in this way, offer Krishna nice prasadam, nice foodstuff, nice dress. Keep the temple very clean. Sri Mandira Marjanadishu. Marjana means cleansing. Either you dress Krishna or cleanse the temple, the effect is the same. Don't think, I am a cleanser and he is a dresser. No, the dresser and the cleanser are the same. Krishna is absolute. In any way, be engaged in Krishna's service, your life will be successful. This is Krishna consciousness movement. So, by the grace of Kunti Devi, we can understand that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Vasudeva, another meaning of Vasudeva is that when you come to the platform of Vasudeva, Sattang Visuddham, Vasudeva Shabda. Sattang, Satta, goodness, First of all, you have to come to the platform of goodness. But here in the material world, the goodness is also sometimes contaminated by other low qualities, ignorance and passion. So, by hearing about Krishna, Sinnatang Sagata Krishna, Punna Savana Kita, just like you are hearing about Krishna, similarly, try to hear about Krishna, always, 24 hours, chant about Krishna. In this way, the dirty things will be cleansed. Nasta prayeshu avadreshu nittang bhagavata sivaya. Nittang. Nittang means always. Not that Bhagavad Saptaha, the official. No, not like that. There is another exploitation. In the Bhagavad it is said, nittang bhagavata sivaya. Nittang means daily, 24 hours. Either you read Shrimad Bhagavatam or carry out the order of your spiritual master. This is also order. Bhagavat is spiritual master, Vaishnava, he is also Bhagavat. Acharyas, Bhagavat. Grantha Bhagavat, and person Bhagavat. The person Bhagavat or book Bhagavat, you always serve. Nittang Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati uttama sloke bhakti bhavati naisthiki. Then you'll be fixed up, naisthiki. Nobody can move you. Bhagavati uttama sloke, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this way, Krishna consciousness movement should be realized by you, by the process prescribed, and try to give to the people. This is the greatest welfare activities in the world, to awaken Krishna consciousness, the dormant Krishna consciousness. It is, of course, practically you can see 4 or 5 years ago, none of you were in Krishna consciousness, but it has been awakened. Now you are Krishna consciousness. So others can be awakened also. There is no difficulty. The process is the same. So, by following the footprints of devotees like Kunti, we shall be able to understand, as she is pointing out, Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandanaya Cha, Nandagopa Kumaraya. This is Krishna's identification. Just like we take identification of a person, what is your father's name? So here we are giving, presenting God with his father's name, with his mother's name, with his address. We are not impersonal, it's big idea. No, everything complete, perfect, the identification. If you take advantage of this propagation of Krishna consciousness, then you are certainly benefited. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. भगवत्पाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सदस्यमाद भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, न्यूयॉर्क टेम्पल की जय, स्वामी भक्तवृंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असमल लॉर्ड, all glories to the Asmal Lord, all glories to the Asmal Lord. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. All glory to Shri Prabhupada.
Namaste, Saraswati.